Hello, today we're going to discuss symmetrical balance, and we're going to create a symmetrical drawing just using basic geometric and organic shapes. First thing I want you guys to know that I'm using a 9 by 12 inch sheet of paper. I'm also going to use some tracing paper, pencil, sharpener, eraser, your basic drawing utensils, right? So the symmetrical balance just means that our image is going to look exactly the same from one side of the paper to the other. It's going to be a mirror image or a butterfly image or butterfly effect of an image, okay? So for a beginner's course, I like to just kind of divide the paper in half. So we have two halves that are actually 6 by 9 now versus 9 by 12. And that gives you a middle or a division in the middle. Now, if this was more of a, maybe like an honors, I would definitely have this measured out with a ruler versus splitting it in the middle. This technique allows for those students who are not seasoned in drawing or beginners. Okay, so I divide the paper in half so that there's two identical halves. Okay, the next thing I want to do is just apply our shapes, and I'm gonna grab my pencil, and I like to do this lightly first, and I'm only designing on one side. Okay, and this example is for those that have tracing paper. And then I'll do another example with non-tracing paper, okay? So I begin at the middle. You can begin anywhere you want, but I like to begin at the middle and just kind of develop a nice design first using geometric and organic shapes. Geometric lines and organic lines. What I like about this type of design is that I'm always surprised of how nice it looks when the other side of the drawing comes to life. And I'm just putting in some regular old organic lines in here. You can mix, for this assignment, you can mix the organic and the geometric shapes together. You can do a geometric design only. You can just focus on organic shapes and lines only. I like to do a little both, a little hybrid of it, a little variation. There is some thought behind this. There is also some randomness about this. It is a nice play between both ideas. You kind of start flowing. If you're stuck, that means you're thinking too much. If it becomes messy, that means you're not thinking enough. So right now I'm just going to go and define some of these lines so that we have strong line to trace. I'm going to grab my tracing paper now. Now what I like to do is just make sure it's at the edge. I'm going to grab a piece of tape. I got just regular masking / drafting tape. But this is more masking. Feel that. Now when I tape, I don't try to tape on, I avoid taping on the lines here. And it should be a small piece of tape. That's one there. And then there's a nice space here. So I can trace over this. Now here's where I want my lines nice and strong. I want these lines confident. I don't want any shaky lines. I want the lines to record what's underneath. So you're gonna spend some time really concentrating on having an accurate copy. Now I like to pull a little bit so that there's no this rolling up, right? Pull it up, pull it away. Make sure I grab every line that I want in my design. Make sure you're comfortable when you're drawing. If you feel like your body is not in the right position, change the direction of the paper so that your drawing doesn't suffer from being out of position. I am almost complete. Nice strong lines. Strong enough to make nice marks, but not to damage the paper underneath. All right, so it looks like I have all the elements drawn. And then once I turn the page, that's what we're gonna do right here. Once I turn the page, my design is visible, meaning you can see the asymmetrical aspect of it. Now, I'm going to take some tape and just tape this side down so it doesn't move as I attempt to make a mirror copy. Some artists like to just do a rubbing. I like to go over each line, making sure I copy all the lines. So I just go systematically. You can rub it like this if you need to. Now what I'm doing is I'm creating a print. If you want to check your work, all you have to do is lift, and there's your image. Let's just continue this. Make sure if you stop, you know where you left off. Go. Go through my final few shapes. Last section here. All right. Next step is carefully remove. First, quality check it. Make sure that your elements are there on both sides. Then I'm going to go over, look to see where I can make corrections. I'm going to trace over the entire drawing so it looks like one drawing. So for example, here, I want to make sure it reads as one shape. Stops here. Then it moves on to this section. Same thing here. So right now we're just developing one entire drawing. that matches the other side. So one side matches the other, mirror image. Like you'll see that this space here doesn't equal here, but we can adjust that later on since we're not working with any measuring tools. We're actually going with the quality of the cut of the paper. I'm going to bring this side to the same level. Now you see this side here, my original drawing, I have to pick a line. In my original drawing, you have a kind of a sketchy line. Well, one line is going to be the absolute primary line. And then when you make a line darker than the other, it's very easy to just erase off. And I think we're done. This is how you create a symmetrical drawing, or at least one way. And do your best to make those, make the drawing as mirrored as possible. And I'll see you in the next video.